I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host Sonny Hostin has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She run these women. Tell me why her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud. And I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury?
The View just got a whole lot darker. Sonny Hostin, the sharp-tongued legal eagle known for calling out others, is now at the center of a spiraling financial disaster that could leave her bankrupt. But wait, this scandal explodes when her husband is dragged out in handcuffs, charged in a jaw-dropping $450 million RICO fraud case. Yes, you heard that right, $500 million. Hollywood insiders say the other ladies of The View are whispering behind closed doors. Was Sonny living a lie this whole time? Could her fall from grace shake the very table she once ruled? From courtroom chaos to cold betrayal, this isn't just a legal mess. It's a full-blown celebrity scandal that could destroy her public image forever. Stay locked in, because the claws are out and the secrets are spilling.
Yeah, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times has she had to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show? And then she also, on Trump's win, calling the loss because of uneducated white women that Trump won.
We have to know that. This is accused.
All accused. Yeah, all accused, but he's in the RICO. This is a big RICO case that her husband's in there.
Tom, what do you...
Sonny
Hostin might have built her brand on tearing apart political scandals at the table of The View, but now she's the headline. And let's be honest, this isn't just drama, it's straight up chaos. The courtroom drama has burst through her front door, and this time it's not politics, it's personal. Her husband, the high-flying orthopedic surgeon, has just been cuffed in a massive $450 million RICO fraud case. And Sonny, she's staring down a financial meltdown that could wipe her out completely. Insiders say the other ladies on The View are rattled, whispering off camera, distancing themselves fast. Is Sonny just collateral damage, or was she in too deep? What's worse? Hollywood's already dubbing this the Grey's Anatomy Gone Rogue scandal, and fans are demanding receipts. From surgical suites to court seats, Sonny's golden image is now dripping in scandal. This isn't just another headline. It's a reputation collapse playing out in real time.
Orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sonny Hostin is accused in December. Lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO cases. Wow. Hostin's attorney Daniel Twites denies the allegations, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by a near bankrupt insurance carrier to intimidate doctors and restrict healthcare benefits. The case involves claims that Hostin performs unnecessary surgeries on patients after minor accidents without exploring less invasive treatments, with American Transit citing New York's 1974 no-fault law as contributing to widespread insurance fraud. Vinny.
Imagine waking up thinking it's just another day in your posh life, and bam, you're hit with a $450 million racketeering lawsuit. And it's not on Netflix, it's your husband. Yep, the man behind the scalpel is now allegedly the man behind one of the biggest insurance scams in the country. And Sonny, the queen of moral lectures on The View, she just rode her high horse straight into a mountain of federal charges and financial ruin. The irony? Delicious. This is the same woman who regularly scorches politicians and celebrities with her righteous fury. And now, she's sipping her morning coffee while legal teams prepare to dig through every inch of her bank records. From TV ethics queen to tabloid train wreck, this isn't just a scandal. It's poetic justice, Hollywood style. And trust us, the whispers in the green room are growing louder. Is this the beginning of the end for Sonny's reign on The View?
The View co-host Sonny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud. According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page Six, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influence and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers. According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
Here's the dirty truth that's rocking Hollywood and daytime TV. Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, Sonny's husband, is accused of turning his scalpel into a cash machine. Allegedly, the good doctor's been racking up insurance money by performing surgeries that were either unnecessary or never even happened. Think knee jobs, shoulder repairs, maybe even a few phantom procedures, all shiny, pricey, and perfectly billable. The accusation? He wasn't fixing joints. He was padding his bank account. And those surgeries? Well, they may have been more about profit than patience. While insurance companies footed the bill and patients trusted the gown, behind the scenes it may have been a full-blown hustle. One insider called it, quote, white-collar butchery masked as medicine. And where was Sonny during all this? Riding the moral high horse on national TV, while her own house may have been running. A financial crime ring. This isn't just a scandal, when it's a medical thriller with a Beverly Hills zip code. And if the feds are right, the Hostin household could be headed from red carpet to criminal court real fast.
You always say it's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickbacks.
And just when you thought this couldn't get messier, boom, the silence speaks volumes. While Dr. Hostin was allegedly cashing in on a scam built on fake surgeries and padded insurance claims, Sonny Hostin's been clinging to her View image like it's the last lifeboat on the Titanic. You'd think the self-proclaimed truth teller of daytime TV would come out swinging, right? Wrong. She's vanished behind PR silence, dodging questions like a pro, or at least trying to. Word on the street? She's waiting for it to blow over, while rehearsing that carefully curated surprised face for when the news hits her panel. But let's get real. This isn't just a private family matter. When your husband's name is tied to one of New York's biggest RICO cases, the luxury of silence is over. The cameras are rolling, and this time, they're pointed directly at her. And let's take a moment to appreciate how absurd this all is. We're not talking Capitol Hill scandals or Hollywood affairs. Nope. This is a surgical crime syndicate, straight out of a medical drama. Only real and allegedly happening under the designer roof of Sonny Hostin's estate. So buckle up, folks, because this story just jumped from daytime drama to federal courtroom frenzy. And the fallout, it's only just begun.
Guys, this is why we need to seriously have a long, lengthy conversation about healthcare in the United States of America. This is basically it. So Sonny Hostin's husband was basically charged with insurance fraud. What he was doing was doing like fraudulent surgeries and then overcharging the insurance companies for him. This is what this is. So now, of course, he's now being named along with about 200 other individuals in a federal RICO charge case, guys.
Forget The Godfather. This is Grey's Anatomy if every surgeon doubled as a mob boss. The scalpel's sharp, but the scheme, allegedly sharper. Now look, it's easy to paint insurance companies as the big, bad wolves. After all, they're known for denying life-saving procedures while swimming in profits. But this time, they're not the villains, they're the victims. Yes, you heard that right. Insurance companies, victims. Let that sink in. Allegedly, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, Sonny's husband, used unnecessary surgeries like ATM transactions. Knee here, shoulder there. Millions racked up in fraudulent claims. While patients waited for real care, the good doctor may have been lining his pockets. And as for Sonny, the queen of righteous fury on The View, the one who usually hammers politicians and CEOs with moral clarity, she's now caught in the hot seat, and this time she's the one dodging the tough questions. The scandal just keeps growing. 180 defendants, multiple insurance companies defrauded, and millions that could have actually saved lives allegedly funneled into a criminal racket. The irony? Almost surgical. Sonny Hostin, fierce defender of justice on national TV, now watching her own life unravel like a courtroom drama she never saw coming. So yes, this isn't just a scandal, it's a full-blown primetime takedown. And Sonny's not behind the table, she's on it.
I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host Sonny Hostin has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She run these women. Tell me why her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
You know, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband.
Sunny Hostin, the woman known for grilling others on national TV, is now dodging questions like it's her new day job. She's staying quiet, trying to preserve the image of someone who doesn't get her hands dirty. But let's be real, when the storm's this big, an umbrella of denial won't cut it. And if you thought this was just a drizzle of drama, think again. We're talking full-blown monsoon. While Sunny sips lattes in her designer chair on The View, casually serving hot takes on everyone else's scandals, her husband is allegedly running a surgical side hustle that would make Tony Soprano blush. Fake procedures, phantom surgeries, fat kickbacks, and a paper trail so long it could wrap around Manhattan twice. Oh, and let's not pretend this is just about Dr. Hostin. Nope. This lawsuit reads like a healthcare mafia script. The plaintiffs, American Transit Insurance, claim they were swindled out of millions. Surgeries billed that were never done, others completely unnecessary. And now they want their millions back, with interest. Hospitals, medical practices, dozens of doctors. It's not just a lawsuit, it's a RICO takedown with a surgical twist. And in the middle of it all, Sunny Hostin, who may be finding out that courtroom drama hits way harder when it's got your name on the docket.
After last week, we learned that Sunny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, was named in a lawsuit filed by American Transit Insurance Company. He's one of 200 people named in this lawsuit, and they are accusing him of filing fraudulent insurance claims and also getting kickbacks from them. And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history, and they're seeking $450 million. And Sunny and her husband, they are fighting back. They've hired legal eagle Mark Garagos to help them fight this case, and they're claiming that this is completely baseless.
And here comes Dr. Hostin's lawyer, pulling a classic defense move straight out of the Lawyer's 101 playbook. When you're caught with your hand in the cookie jar, blame the jar. According to the defense, this massive $450 million lawsuit is a desperate move by a failing insurance company trying to save face. Classic. When in doubt, flip the script and make the accuser look like the real villain. Honestly, it's almost comical to watch. But while the lawyers spin their web, Sunny's been uncharacteristically radio silent on all of this. The woman who's always the first to throw shade on The View? Nowhere to be found when her own family is the one under the microscope. You'd think she'd be fighting back with the same fiery rhetoric she uses on national TV, but instead, crickets. Is Sunny playing the I have nothing to do with it card? Or is she really hoping this whole thing just fades into the background before it completely destroys her reputation? It's like watching a soap opera character pretend they haven't been caught in a love affair. Except in this case, it's not a passionate kiss we're dealing with. It's an illegal surgery racket. Cue the dramatic music, because something tells us this story isn't over yet.
Anna went in a different direction, but I love the fact that, you know, Manny is younger and he's
How
very
much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he? Like a month or a year or 10 years?
No,
5 years.
It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me. I think.
Oh, no.
I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out.
Right.
He does the heavy stuff.
Let's get real for a second. This isn't just a scandal, it's a billion-dollar catastrophe, one of the largest medical fraud cases in recent history. And it's not just Dr. Hostin in the hot seat, it's a massive web of corruption. We're talking about doctors, insurance companies, hospitals, and most importantly, the patients who are stuck in the middle of this nightmare. This is like a heist movie, but instead of robbing a bank, these criminals stole from people's health insurance premiums. Yeah, you heard that right. Instead of a bag of cash, these guys were after the money you've been paying for your medical care. So what's at the heart of this scandal? If the allegations are true, it's a devastating look into just how broken the healthcare system really is, where profit reigns supreme and patient care is nothing more than an afterthought. Is this the world Sunny Hostin wants to live in? A world where doctors are more interested in filling their pockets than actually helping people? If this is the kind of world she's championing, well, we've got a bridge to sell you. But hey, let's not just pin this all on the doctors. This whole mess is a mirror reflecting the deep-rooted corruption of the entire healthcare system. Insurance companies aren't exactly the good guys either. They'll find any excuse to deny claims, raise your premiums, and still expect to get away with it. Meanwhile, doctors like Dr. Hostin are allegedly exploiting the system for their own gain. It's a race to the bottom, and the only ones truly losing are the patients, the ones who just want to get better. And the real question remains, are we really okay with this kind of system? Is this the world we're willing to accept?
Honey, shook the tree and a bunch of mobsters fell out, right? This is big stuff. And so, and thank you for bringing that video. It sure is ironic that she's up there. So, but if she didn't really know what was going on, right, which is what she's probably going to say later, oh, I had no idea what my husband and his associates were doing. We'll wait and see what that is. But I think it's pretty freaking ironic.
Yeah. I have a totally different perspective on this. I don't really know what happened with this. The facts will come out. What I have a problem with is the core of who this woman is. Unlike you, I don't watch The View, bro. All I do is see clips.
It's
just
like twice a day.
Here's all I hear from her. America's violent. America's racist. America's bad. Okay. I challenge you, Sonny. And this is Constantine Kissin actually was saying something about this. Find me a country that's not.
So, what's next for Sunny? Maybe it's time to start practicing a new line for her View audience. Folks, healthcare is a mess, and so is my personal life. But hey, who needs a good reputation? When you've got an audience willing to overlook every questionable decision you make? Let's be honest, Sunny's just hoping this whole case blows over fast, because trust me, the suspense is killing us. Dr. Host may not be guilty yet, but the allegations are serious, and the longer this drags on, the more The View will start, looking like the least controversial place to be. Who knew that out of all the View controversies, this one would involve racketeering, insurance fraud, and a wife who might be wondering if a divorce is cheaper than bankruptcy? Sunny Hostin thought she had it all figured out. A cushy job, a political platform, and a career shining brighter than a spotlight. But now, she's caught in one of the most absurd scandals in TV history, and all she can do is sit back, keep quiet, and pray the court case ends before it drags her down with it. So, what's next for Dr. Host? Strap in, folks, because this legal roller coaster is only getting started. Will he come out of this mess with a shiny new medical degree and a clean conscience? Or is this the beginning of a truly epic downfall? The kind of downfall that might have him writing his memoir from a courtroom bench rather than a surgical room. The suspense is practically unbearable. 1 minute, Dr. Host could be celebrating his narrow escape, and the next minute, bam. Another twist in the case leaves us all screaming, wait, what? Every day that passes, we get more juicy details, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving. At this rate, we half expect Dr. Hostin to stroll into court wearing a leather jacket, toss on some sunglasses, and dramatically declare, this is just the beginning, baby. But really, what's next for him? No one knows. With every new revelation, we're left hanging on the edge of our seats, wondering, did he really think this would stay under wraps? Did he honestly believe he could pull off a multi-million-dollar insurance scam without anyone noticing? It's like a slow-motion car wreck. You see it coming, but you can't look away. And don't forget about Sunny. She's not in the clear either. Sure, she'll keep spitting out political commentary on The View, but sooner or later, this whole mess is going to affect her picture-perfect public image. Will Dr. Host get away with it? Is this all going to end with a not guilty verdict and a celebratory steak dinner? Or will this case snowball with new witnesses, shady hospital deals, and defense strategies that pull more surprises out of thin air? Spoiler alert, if you're expecting a feel-good legal victory here, you're in for a disappointment. This saga has all the drama, plot twists, and courtroom chaos of your favorite TV drama. Except it's real, and real life, it's always more unpredictable and way more hilarious than anything the writers could cook up. Well, folks, if we're being honest, this is the real-life version of The Bold and the Beautiful, only with more knee surgeries and fewer love triangles. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.